Hi folks, hope you're all doing well. So today is the last chapter of business studies, chapter 3, accounting in business. So let's move on with the meaning of accounting. Before we move on with accounting, so what is accounting? The basic question. What do you mean by accounting? So for a normal business to take place for a businessman, so he has to know what's the profit, what is the loss, how much he has to give money, what is the money he's going to spend on his own, such as for rent, for transportation, for lighting, and what profit he needs. So all this coming to, so putting or summarizing all this is what accounting is. Okay, that's what a simple definition of accounting means. Okay, so let's see the actual meaning of accounting. Accounting is identifying and measuring business transactions in a set of books, or as a to measure the business transaction in terms of money or money's worth, analyzing and interpreting the results therefore, which means he needs to give money or lend money or take money. So that has to be taken down through a group in a book. So that book is called as a ledger or journal, which will come to we'll talk about that later. And it deals with money, just like liquid money, just hard money, cash, analyzing and interpreting results. So if for example there is a businessman who doesn't know anything about accounting, but you are an accountant, so you will tell his profit and loss for the company, so you're interpreting the results. So that is what the accounting means. Now, coming to definition of accounting, there are two definitions. One, the American Institute of Certified Public Accounts, also called as AICPA, defined accounting as the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money transaction and events which are in part at least of a financial character, and interpreting the results therefore. So this is what they have defined. Same way as I have told you what accounting is, but in a textbook kind of definition has what they have defined. Another definition is from American Accounting Association, also known as 3A or AAA, defined accounting as the process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information to permit informed judgments and decisions by users of the information. So this is what another definition of accounting is. Now let's come to the features of accounting. First feature, accounting is both a art and is a science and an art. It is science because it has certain definite methods of regulation. It is an art because it follows certain methods to fulfill the objectives. Let me explain you what it means. So they say accounting is science or and an art. So what is science? Science andre something you have to do it. 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6. How? Multiplication. You just need to do it. Correct. So if you buy something, you have to give money. At the same time, you get the product. How? You just give money and you get it. So that is what science is. You don't follow any, there is no uh, knowledge or something like that. You just need to follow the rules and regulations of science. It is a method or a scientific method, as what I can put science as. But it is an art. What do you mean by art? Art is a talent. Now, for example, a conductor or a farmer, they would not be a graduate or highly educated, but the transaction they do of a normal businessman who sells vegetables, a vegetable seller, he's not a graduate, right? But the transaction he does, how fast he counts money or lends money is great. Like even a graduate or any graduate like an engineer or doctor, he doesn't take so much time to count. But meanwhile, this person who is a normal businessman, he would have finished a good transaction amount. So that is a talent. So that's an art. That's why accounting is both science and art. Okay. So the second point, accounting identifies the business transaction. Very true. So if you want to know what business is, accounting. So it's like head or tails in a coin. So when there's business, there's accounting. Third one, accounting shows the value of business transaction in terms of money. Again, same as point 3, point 2. Fourth one, accounting classifies the business transaction and records them in a respective accounts. In respective accounts. That is, there are two types of accounts, my friends. I'm telling you, basically there are two types of accounts. One is the credit and one is debit. I'll explain you later. So whatever money goes out is debit, and whatever comes to you guys is credit. I'll explain you all that later, but just there are two types of accounts. One is credit and one is debit. So irrespective of accounts, why I'm explaining you this is because in their respective accounts, so whatever has coming to you is credit, you put it in that respective credit section. Whatever you're giving it out or lending it out is debit, so you're putting that into the debit section or debit accounts. So that's why it is a respective accounts. Fifth point, accounting briefs the business transaction, and after getting required information from ledger prepare final accounts, namely trading and profit loss account and balance sheet. So after all the business transactions, you put it into a ledger. I'll explain this ledger again later half of the video. The final accounts, that is what is your profit, what is your loss, and finally a balance sheet. This all will be done through help of accounting. And the last point, accounting helps the business to take necessary decisions by showing the results of the business. Very true. So if the business is low, it knows that the company is going under loss. If the business is very good, you know the company is in a good profit. Okay, so these are the features of accounting, or the importance of accounting. Now come, let's do the need for accounting. Now, the need for accounting, like, how do you have a track of what your business is going on? I will explain you with a textbook example. Okay, there is a milkmaid or a milkman who gives milk every day, who delivers milk to you guys every day. So one day, so basically you order only 2 liters of milk per day for 30 days. That's a month. So one day he comes, he gives you 2 liters. Next day he comes 2 liters. But the third day you say, no, there's too much milk, you give me half liter. So just half. The third day some guests come. So in the fourth day you will have like 4 liters. So for every 2 liters, he'll put two lines near your house. So that's what accounting is. So every day 2 liters, so he'll give you 2 liters of milk, draw 2 lines near your wall or in his book. Then next day he'll come, as I told you, half liter, he'll just put half line. Then third day 4 liters you need because guests have come, he'll put 4 lines. And the end of the 30th day, that is the end of the month, he will come, he'll count all the lines, and he will say, oh no, there's so much happened, like 50 liters of milk you guys had consumed. So that is what accounting is. But this is at a very low level accounting. At a higher level, you do it in more of it in computers and transactions. So this is what in a textbook it's given, so that you guys can understand in a very easier way. Coming to the advantages or benefits of maintaining account. So the first advantage or the benefit of accounting records of a business concern are the permanent records of transaction relating to its income and expenditure. So it is a permanent account. Once you have penned it, you have penned your account, it cannot be transferred, right? Once you've written down, it is final. You cannot change the accounting stuff. So that is why it is a permanent transaction. Second point, accounting records provides full information about the business transaction. It provides full transaction. So day one 2 liters, day 2 half liter, day 3 4 liters, everything is crisp, clear. It is like showing full information. So if they say, listen, Adina, you didn't give me milk, but you know it, 2 liters there or 4 liters there. So it is clear picture, black and white. Third point, accounting helps a business concern to compare results of the business from year to year. So as I told you, big business firms like Airtel or Birla, Tata Steels, um, uh, any big companies. So those guys, they compare results from last year to this year. So 2019, so much was the turnover, like say 2 crores or 15 crores was the turnover. This year, why is it not going to 15 crores? It is going at a loss of 1 crore. So keeping that accounting, you can manage your business. Next point, accounting helps to ascertain the financial position of a business concern. Now, financial position of business concern means when a company is comparing itself with another company. When Airtel is comparing with Reliance, or cement company, when ACC Cement is comparing with some XYZ company. So keeping those in account, so they check their financial positions. Next is accounting helps a business concern know the amount due to others or amount due from others. Due to others, ಸಾಲ ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, or ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲ ನೀವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. That is what accounting is. I have given you 200 rupees, have you given me 200 rupees back? You have written down that written down thing only is called accounting. Or you have to pay that fellow 50 rupees, that amount due from others or amount due to others, that is what it is. So let me explain once again. Amount due to others andre ನೀವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, or amount due from others, ಅವರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಣ ಬರಬೇಕು. So that is what accounting is. The next one is accounts are the documentary evidence required to prove the status of the business or the status of the business concerned to the government. Andre very government andre tax, you have to pay tax. ಇಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಂದಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಲಾಸ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪೇ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಮನಿ ಬಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಆಲ್ GST, goods sales tax. Okay, and last point, accounting records and reports help the management of concern in its future planning and decision making process. As I told in the previous chapters, decision making with the help of accounting. So if the business is going very well, your turnover, your profit itself is almost like 100 crores or 200 crores, he can open another business in some other place, in another country or another place. Illa loss alli hogta ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ why? Have a check on the product. For example, if he's not selling shampoo but he's selling mobile phone, so change mobile phone to shampoo company, something like that, you know. So that is what, with the help of accounting, you can do that. Now, types of maintaining accounts. Now, there are two types of accounts. One is the single entry account and a double entry account. Before that, I had explained you what is debit and credit. So types of maintaining accounts, debit and credit. So I told you guys, debit and credit. The best way to understand debit and credit in a basic way. Debit andre death, savu. D is equal to D. You are going under loss. You have to give it to someone. That is what debit is. Credit andre celebration. C equals C. You are getting something. Okay, let me explain. Debit andre death. D equals D. You have to give something. When you're giving money, you have to give your brother or sister 50 rupees or 100 rupees. So you're debited that person 100 rupees. But credit, Nim, today is your birthday. So it is celebration. Uncle auntie is giving you money of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. So you're getting the money of being credited. Okay, so that is what debit and credit is. So it is the art of recording the debit and credit in account in term of bookkeeping. That is also nothing but ledger and journal, which I'll explain you later on the video. There are two types of accounting. So that is a double entry system and single entry system. So what is double entry system? Double entry system means what you give, you get. You want a cricket bat, you pay him 100 rupees, you get the cricket bat. So you're paying him 100 rupees, you're getting the cricket bat. Okay, so you got it. So you're giving him 100 rupees, you're getting that cricket bat. So that is double entry system. Single entry system is nothing but you're either giving or you're getting. Best example would be giving money to your friends. I'm explaining single entry system. You don't know what you're getting, or you don't know what you're giving. So example of a single entry system would be you're giving money to your friends. You won't expect anything back from your friends. ಯಾರೋ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ 500 rupees ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, 1000 rupees ಕೊಡು, ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ 500. But will you expect? You don't know for what he's using. You don't know when you're for what he's using and when you're expecting back to money of 500 rupees or 1000. That is what single entry system is. But in modern business transactions, double entry system is used because they have a track on what it is. So if they're spending 500 rupees on something, they know for what they're spending that 500 rupees for. So they have a check on it. So that's why double entry system is being used. Now, coming to the procedure of maintaining accounts. So now you have to maintain some accounts. So the day-to-day business transactions are entered in a rough book as when and to take place. The best example on how to how the day-to-day example is, okay? YMC Mart, APMC Mart. When a farmer has to come to the market, he doesn't come to the market, he goes to a mart, YMCA Mart or APMC Mart. So the people in this APMC Mart, the lorry keeps coming, keep unloading onion, potato, tarkari unload ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರೊಬ್ಬ ಯಾರು, he keeps having a check. Okay, ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಆನಿಯನ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಪೊಟೇಟೋ ಬಂದಿದೆ, right? So that is what it is done in a rough book. He cannot sit and write down everything when and where, right? Because ಅಷ್ಟು ಲೋಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ. So that is why it is done in a rough book. Okay. Second one, the transaction entered in a rough book is analyzed so that it is which account has to be debited and which has to be credited. Next, journal entries are passed to the specimen given. Okay, friends. So this is what after now entrance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು okay pa 1 ton ಆನಿಯನ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು 2 ton ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ತರ. ದಟ್ ರಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅವ್ನು ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವ್ನು ಬಂದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಆ ನೋಟು, ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಈ ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಇಂದ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ. The person sitting inside, he will take the rough copy and he will put it in the fair copy. This fair copy is what is called as journal. Okay, friends, now you can see in the screen what a journal, how a journal look like. Let me go through the tabular column. So this is the date, this is the particulars, this is leave off, LF, this is debit amount, and this is credit amount. Okay, so today's date, he just puts a date, like say today's 1st June, ಇಷ್ಟು ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆತ್, ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಪರ್ ಡೇ 200 rupees ರೆಂಟು, ಓಕೆ, 100 rupees ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್ಲು, ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ 500 rupees. ಸೊ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಮನಿ. ಎಲ್ ಎಫ್ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಈ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಬುಕ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಒಂದು 500 pages ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 100 pages ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 100 pages ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ ರೆಂಟ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 100 pages ಫಾರ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಝೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ ಎಫ್ ಇವಾಗ ಟುಡೇ 1st June ಅಲ್ಲಿ first column debit 300 rupees for labor. LF 02, as I told you, labor thing is from 100 to 200, that page number 100 to 200. So he'll write 202 example. Debit amount 200 rupees. Credit amount on gain bandila on loss, so he'll put dash. Again 1st to June, credit it. Then when that person, when that Tarkari fellow comes and gives money, he will obviously get like what 1 lakh rupees or something. Is to 1 ton load ge 1 lakh bandide. So 1 lakh credited. Yen bandide, illi bandide, LF. From page number 400 to 500 of the ledger, say 415 page number. It is a credit. So celebration on get debit ali dash ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. Credit amount ali 1 lakh. Okay, so that is what it is written. And finally next to first day ali labor, I mean whatever electricity bill 200 rupees particular ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾದಕ್ಕೆ 200 electricity bill LF 0 to 100 page ali electricity bill 32 page number. Now it is loss on so 300 rupees page number, credit dash. So this is how journal looks like. So I hope you guys understood. So this is how the journal is written down. Okay, so after this we come to the accounting cycle. So in an accounting cycle, this is how the main points are: business transaction, journal, ledger, trial balance, and final accounts. Now business transaction or no YMC Mart, best example is YMC Mart. So he's sitting in the YMC Mart or ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಲಾರಿ ಬಂದು ಅನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. That person sitting near the entrance of that thing, he writes down, okay, ಇಷ್ಟು ಈ ಲಾರಿ 2 ಟನ್ನು ಲಾರಿ ಇಷ್ಟು kg ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಆನಿಯನ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1 ton ಲಾರಿ comes for potato, 1 ton ಲಾರಿ for ಕೊತ್ತಂಬರಿ XYZ. So journal is nothing but a rough copy. Now all this he goes and gives it to the person sitting in the office. ಅವನು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತಾನೆ ಲೆಜರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. That's I explained you guys what a ledger looks like. Ledger will come next part of the after that, but journal, this is how a journal looks like. I'll just go back. Yeah, you can see this is how journal looks. So ಇಷ್ಟು ಈ ಡೇಟ್ ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಲೋಡ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, LF ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, now he goes to the ledger. Ledger in the he comes to the trial balance. What is the trial and balance is nothing but the credit amount should be equal to debit amount. So credit equals debit, LHS equals to RHS. That is what trial balance is. I'll explain you later. Finally he comes to the final accounts. After that, a business transaction. So after trial balance he shows to the yajman of the main company or the main YMC Mart. Ana ishtu bandide, ishtu ee dinange ishtu transaction agide. Trial balance. So credit should be equivalent to debit. Illandre ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸೇಮ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎದರ್ ಇಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ he will open up another company, another YMCA Mart or APMC Mart, or he will if loss ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. So that is how a trial ban, this is how an accounting cycle goes on. So let's once again I'll explain you. Business transaction, ಲಾರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವರು ಫುಲ್ ಇದು ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫುಲ್ ನೋಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಟು ದ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲೆಜರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ಲಿ ರಿಟನ್ ಡೌನ್, ಏನು ಯಾವ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್ಗೆ ಅದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅವರೇ ಇದು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಡೆಬಿಟ್, ಹಿ ಡಸ್ ದಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಫೈನಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಜಮಾನಗೆ ಓನರ್ಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಥಿಂಗ್, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ನೋ ಲಾಸ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಹೌ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ cycle goes on. Okay, now the 3 kinds of accounts, my friends. Now there are 3 types of account, that is personal account, real account, and nominal account. Now in a personal account, debit the receiver and credit the giver. Correct, debit the receiver, credit the giver. And real accounts are debit what comes and credit what goes. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. And nominal account ali debit all losses, expenses, and credit always all profits and gains. As I told you, debit andre loss nimge, death is always loss nimge. Credit andre celebration, always it is a profit or gain. So these are the 2 examples you guys can go through. Coming to ledger, as I told you what a ledger looks like. So ledger is a record for all the accounts of business concern personal accounts, real accounts, nominal accounts. I told you those three accounts previously. Ledger account is divided into two sides. On the left side, and the debit entries are recorded, and on the right side, the credit entries are recorded. So guys, this is how a ledger looks like. This is the pre-final copy. From first journal is a rough copy. Now it comes to the ledger, which looks like this one. So DR andre debit to, CR andre credit to. This is the amount. Debit andre account to. This is account number. You can type. So today's date is 1st June. Particular. This, as I told you, this is the debit section. Name of the account to which the money is credited. Sorry, this is credit section. Okay, I'm very sorry. This is the credit section. Okay, JF andre folio page, page number, account in rupees. This is all is credit section. Money is credited. So towards the left hand side, my friends, you can see left hand side is always credit. Okay, right hand side is debit. C and D alphabetically left in the right hand. Okay, A, B, C. C for credit, D for debit. C amele D ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Credit amele debit. So first ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಲಾರಿಯಿಂದ ಲೋಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So 2 tons of load ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆನಿಯನ್. So that is credit. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಣ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So today's date 1st June, 2 ton lorry, 2 ton onion. Page number ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೀರಾ? Sorry. 2 tons ಗೆ almost 20,000 or 20 lakhs, or 2 lakhs money ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Okay, so again ಇವಾಗ ಆ ದಿನಗೆ ಡೇಟ್ ಬರಿ, ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ debit it. Now this time debit andre you have to give some expenses. It might be your rent, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸ್ ರೆಂಟು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ರೆಂಟು, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಹಣ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾಕೆಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಲೇಬರ್ಗೆ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 0 to 100. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್ 100 to 200. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ 100 to 200 ಅಷ್ಟು ದಿನಗೆ ಒನ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಷ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಪೇಜಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಲಾಟಿಂಗ್ ಯು. ಅಷ್ಟು rupees ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. So these are all that's how a ledger looks like. Okay, so transfer of journal entries to the ledger. Okay, so the procedure to balance the ledger is as follows. The total of both the sides of the account are noted down. So what is credit is also noted down, debit is also credited down. The total of the higher side is known at the bottom of the account. So after today's date, today's 1st June, so today is to transaction agide. You can see my cursor down. So last ali ishtu agide, ishtu credited, ishtu debited, ishtu amount. So at the bottom you have to come to a total. Okay, if you minus the total, you will get to know. Plus higher amount minus lower amount and then profit. If the thing is at if 10 for example 10 lakhs minus 3 lakhs, 7 lakhs is a positive amount. So you're in a profit of 7 lakhs. But if your credit itself is 3 lakhs, but that is almost like 4 lakhs, mean debited, you have spent 4 lakhs, but you have got only 3 lakhs andre minus 1 lakh. So 1 lakh you're under loss. So that is what is simple basic subtraction. Okay, coming to second point, the total of the highest side is shown and the bottom amount thing. You can leave some space. Third point, the difference between the difference between the higher side and the lesser side is found out. The difference is called the balance of the account. As I told you, higher minus lower, you get the balance amount. And fourth thing, the fourth point, it is shown that lesser side is space is left to balance CF. Here's under carry forward by balance. CF is written in a particular column. If the debit side is higher, it is the debit balance, and if the credit side is higher, the credit balance. So as you know, it is shown in the lesser side in the space left. So whatever is in the less amount, it is shown in the left side, and it is carried forward. Carry forward andre one page in the next page ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ. So that is what is called carry forward or brought forward. It is the same thing. It is a continuation of the accounting. That is what is called carried forward. Now next, the balance is carried forward to the next period. So as I told you, ಇವಾಗ page it got over, you have to go to the next page. So next page andre brought forward or carry forward. So that transaction is brought forward. So that is what is called carry forward or brought forward. Okay, now coming to the last part, it is final accounts. Final accounts, nothing but there are 3 types of final accounts: trading account, profit and loss, and balance sheet. So what do you mean by trading? Trading is done at a manufacturing level. So if you're a manufacturer, you just do the profit and loss. See, basically trading account, profit and loss is actually both are the same. I mean, both come under the same section. Let me repeat: trading and profit and loss come under the same section. Okay, but trading will come at the manufacturer level, whereas profit and loss will come at the office level, or at the office level. So what do you mean by trading account? You will get the gross profit. Okay, you will get the gross profit, whereas in profit and loss you will get the net profit. Okay, so what do you mean by gross profit? In gross profit, if you are if the amount is if the product is, I mean, you manufacture the product at 150 rupees and you sell the product at 200 rupees. Okay, so if you're selling it at 50 rupees of profit, that is what is called as gross profit. It is just profit step. Okay, whereas profit and loss at a office level ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್ಲು, ಲೇಬರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಂದ್ರೆ, so that 150 rupees thing will be at 180 rupees. Correct, you have to include everything. Material charges 150 plus 30 rupees. 30 rupees ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ದಿನಗೆ ಲೇಬರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಂಟ್, so all three adds up to 30 rupees. So 30 plus 150 is 180. You are selling it at 200, so 20 rupees. That is your net profit. I hope you guys understood. Once again, I'll explain you. Trading is nothing but it is done at a manufacturing level. Manufacturing level, I'll just manufacture ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 150 rupees to 200 rupees sell ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. One screw or bolt nut, one cycle example. So 150 rupees cycle, he sells it off at 200 rupees. Okay. Now, ನೀವು ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು 150 rupees ಸೈಕಲ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅವರು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೇಬರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್, XYZ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ 180 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 180 and he sells it at 200 rupees only. ಸೊ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ only 20 rupees ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ವೆರಾಸ್ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 50 rupees ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್. By coming to balance sheet is nothing but it is not an account. It is just a sheet which shows you the liabilities and the assets of a company. One of a company, the assets, the building cost value or whatever, that's all is what a balance sheet is. And it shows what are the profit and what is the loss. It is not showing any account or any transaction. Just one, for example, best example is the report card. Name report card is something like a balance sheet. Does it say anything else? No, it just shows whether you passed or you failed. Yes, subject ali yes to. That's it. That's what a balance sheet is. So balance sheet is nothing but like a report card. So it just says about your assets and liabilities. As you can see, the balance sheet is a statement contains all assets and liabilities. The permanent assets lose their value every year. Their permanent assets lose their value every year is nothing but your land value or the office value. So every year your office value will decrease. Okay, I'm telling only office value, my friends. So that value what is decreasing is called depreciation. In the accounting terms, it is not saying decreasing. You should use the word depreciation. Okay, now it is deducted from the asset and shown as loss. Obviously you're going under loss. The total debit and the credit balance of the personal accounts expect a capital account and bank accounts are shown together. So the total debit balances of personal accounts represent on sundry debitors. So people who going under debit are called as debitors, and people and total credit balances are called as sundry creditors. Okay, the difference between the assets and liabilities is called capital. Okay, so this is what we come to the end of the chapter accounting, chapter 3. I will leave the exercise to you guys. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience, ladies and gentlemen.